Friends, buckle up, because we're diving headfirst into the dumpster fire that is the global economy. Our story begins, as it so often does these days, with the former guy, Donald J. Trump. In a move that surprised absolutely no one, Trump slapped tariffs on pretty much everything coming into America. We're talking a blanket 10% tariff, folks, with some countries getting hit even harder. The reaction from the rest of the world? Well, imagine a bunch of pigeons suddenly realizing they're trapped in a room with a very angry cat. Markets went haywire. Asian markets took a nosedive. European markets followed suit. Even the US markets, often slow to react to anything that doesn't involve a Kardashian, went into freefall. The Dow Jones Industrial Average, that granddaddy of market indicators, plunged over 1,200 points. Now you might be wondering, how did we get here? Well, it turns out the Trump administration had a very special way of calculating these tariffs. Instead of looking at the actual tariffs other countries were charging, they decided to base it on something else entirely, the US trade deficit. That's right, folks, they basically punished countries for selling us too much stuff. It's like finding your local pizza place because you can't stop ordering their delicious, delicious pizza. Needless to say, economists were about as thrilled as a vegan at a sausage fest. Warnings of a looming recession echoed through the halls of academia and Wall Street alike. Goldman Sachs, those wizards of finance, downgraded their economic outlook and basically said, "Hold on to your butts, folks, it's about to get bumpy." Even Jamie Dimon, the CEO of JP Morgan Chase, a man who once said the financial crisis was a blip, expressed concerns about a global downturn. Section 5 green energy caught in the crossfire. As if things weren't bad enough, the tariffs also managed to kneecap the green energy sector. See, China happens to be a major producer of the materials needed for solar panels, wind turbines, and all that good stuff. So, by slapping tariffs on Chinese imports, the US basically made it more expensive to save the planet. It's like trying to put out a fire by throwing gasoline on it. The UK and Canada, two countries that actually seem to care about climate change, were forced to rethink their green energy plans. Thanks, Trump. Now, you might be surprised to learn that not everyone was thrilled with Trump's tariff tantrum. Even some of his usual cheerleaders like billionaire investor Bill Ackman were critical. Ackman, who once compared Trump to Winston Churchill, called the situation economic nuclear war. Elon Musk, the guy who wants to send us all to Mars, also chimed in, saying he supported zero tariffs between the US and Europe. Of course, the Germans, being Germans, weren't impressed. German economy minister Robert Habeck basically called Musk a scaredy cat. Meanwhile, China wasn't just going to sit there and take it. They retaliated with their own tariffs on US goods because, well, that's how trade wars work. The Chinese government, through its state-controlled media, basically said, "Bring it on, we can take it." And you know what? They probably can. China's economy is huge, and they've got a lot more leverage in this trade war than the US does. But, while China might be able to weather the storm, there's one group in America that's definitely feeling the pain: farmers. See, China was a major buyer of American agricultural products like soybeans and pork, but with the tariffs in place, China's buying from someone else. So, now American farmers are stuck with a bunch of unsold crops and pigs they can't give away. It's like the agricultural version of that time I accidentally bought 50 pounds of mayonnaise. So, there you have it, folks. Trump's tariffs have thrown the global economy into chaos. Markets are crashing, businesses are suffering, and the planet is getting hotter by the minute. It's enough to make you want to crawl under your desk and cry, or maybe just move to Canada. They seem to have their act together, at least when it comes to climate change.